Does everyone in our life deserve a second chance by us? This dilemma often pops up and a mini storm rages inside. Should I believe if the person is really sorry? Should I trust again? What do you think? Hello and welcome to Just Pauses. Well, if you take a close look at life, while it may be unfair, true, but it certainly is gracious and generous too. Life certainly gives us many chances. It gives a chance, takes it back, and then gives it again. We ourselves give umpteen chances to ourselves. So, what about we giving chances to others? Should we give everyone a second chance though? No, I do not think so. All harmful relationships which involve ill treatment, injury, crushing of dignity, any kind of abuse must not be given a second chance. But it is where the heart is involved deeply and the ties are long and strong. It is when someone matters and means a lot. It is when cherished friends hurt us deeply, when our emotions tug at us, that it is difficult to decide. Should I just distance myself, cut off the ties, or the person be given a second chance? Well, every person, every bond, and every situation is different. Each person must make that crucial decision oneself. There is this anecdote, though not a documented historical fact, from the life of Thomas Edison. But whether authentic or not, the believed to have occurred incident gives us a warm moment to take a pause, and that's it. It is believed that when Thomas Edison was working on improving his first light bulb, he handed the finished bulb to a young helper who nervously and slowly carried it upstairs, but near the top step he dropped and shattered it. After a moment of horrified silence, the whole team set back to work. It took them 24 hours of more hard work to make another bulb. When it was ready for demonstration, Edison called the same lab assistant once again to carry the bulb downstairs. His face lit up upon hearing Edison's request. He confidently carried the bulb to the right place. Someone asked Edison, "Why did you give the bulb to that same person who broke it earlier? Why another chance to him? He could have dropped it again." It seems the great scientist, who was the embodiment of perseverance and faith, replied, "Last time when the bulb was broken, the person's heart was also broken. It is not difficult to make another bulb, but to infuse fresh spirit into a broken heart is more difficult." True that countless lives have been reformed because of the chances that were given to them. The potential in us to be transformed, to be enlightened, is enormous. Who knows which chance, where, and by whom could hold the key? However, let us take a deep pause and reflect a little. Giving a second chance to a friend or a partner, even after a betrayal or a hurting experience, can lead to a stronger bond, yes, provided there is genuine remorse. Osho regarded the ability to forgive as a divine quality that transcends humanity, but he also stated that forgiving others did not translate into allowing oneself to be manipulated. Often people ask for a second chance just to restore their image rather than change their ways while exploiting the other's kindness. I know it is difficult when one is enveloped all over with strong emotions, but it is important to be alert, conscious, and careful rather than naive. And there are always boundaries to be set, no matter how valued a relationship is. Don't you agree? There ought to be limits to everything, to committing mistakes and to forgiving others. Even the Stoics generally advise against giving second chances endlessly. They say, and I love this thought that they put forth, forgiving others is not the same as giving people unrestricted access to our inner selves, wherein they can cause hurt and leave scars as they choose to. But hey, let us not get too serious all the time. It is not always and not with everyone that we have to worry about second chances. We need to take every offense or mistake not so seriously all the time. Sometimes just let go. Here is a joke you may have heard. Once, a college football coach was worried that his star player may fail the math test and could be thrown out of college. So he begged the math professor for a second chance. The professor agreed. He told the coach that he would ask the player one simple question in the presence of the coach. The coach was all excited. All three were seated, and the professor asked the football player, "What is 2 plus 2?" "4," said the player. The football coach frantically cried out, "No, give him another chance, give him another chance." What has to happen should be sometimes allowed to happen. For instance, who knows that because a second chance is sometimes denied to someone, that the person leaves that shore and swims towards another? This is another way of looking at second chances being denied. Let's say a car mechanic who is fired for a mistake and denied a second chance might end up seeking other options elsewhere and might become an actor or an entrepreneur. A second chance at the garage may have sealed his fate as a mechanic. Hence, whatever will be, will be. In our day to day lives, in our roles as teachers or parents or employers or friends, a lot needs to be just overlooked. A lot needs to be accepted in one's stride. And a lot of chances need to be given, not just the second one. Giving a second chance is a graceful act. But every time before you give one, do take a pause. Thank you.